Arise TV, Arise TV. Guys, I think people have to talk to Arise TV. Somebody really has to tell them they are going beyond their limits. Folks, why are these people so adamant that Bola Hashiwaju, Tinubu, has to come onto their God-forsaken forum to hear his view? Is there any part in our sacrosanct constitution or a part of the electoral act that says candidates have to come to a right TV to hear their view? You see, you have been inviting this man, and the party insists that they are too busy for any God-forsaken Tea Party discussion. You see, ruling Nigerian presidency goes beyond parlor party Tea Party discussion. I still don't really get it. This guy is damn freaking too busy for your nonsense. It's obvious that you guys have a motive. You have ulterior reason for all this. Because it can be so annoying, in spite of the party stand, that Asiwaju wouldn't be able to come for your God-forsaken Tea Party, whatever you want to call it. I don't care what you call it. I don't really care to remember the name. He told you guys that he wasn't going to be able to come, that he was going to be in London, in Chatham House, that your God-forsaken invites clashes with the London meeting. You fools, Arise TV still went ahead to begin to advertise the, what you know wasn't going to hold. You know from beginning, from day one, because you got a response from the party, from a reliable source, that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not going to be available, that he was going to be in London, which place, which has more priority than your God-forsaken parlor party, God, whatever you want to call it. But you went ahead. I have this question for Rice TV. Is there any part in the sacrosanct constitution of Nigeria or any part of the electoral act that says a candidate has to come to Arise TV to hear his view? When we arise, this man has come out in a printed black and white manifesto, and he has been having meetings from pillar to post, meeting people on daily basis, people that matters. Are those people not Nigerians? Guys, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying candidates can't come to TV stations to hear their views, to talk to people, but it's a choice. Either the party or the candidate has to make. It's a thing the party or the candidate has to prioritize. He has to look at his schedule and place priority on his time schedule and the time usage. And this guy sees that there's no point, there are a lot of better things he cannot prioritize for your God-forsaken parlor party, whatever you want to call it, Arise TV. Why are you insisting? Why are you so adamant about Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu coming to your forum? If you want him to come to your forum, okay, make a deal with him. Because he's a star boy right now, either you like it or not. Make a deal that you're going to give him about 2 billion naira to support his campaign. So maybe he can just give you probably 30 minutes and set 30 minutes for 1 billion naira for you guys. In spite of the fact that he said he wasn't going to make it to you, whatever it was going to be in London, you still went ahead and begin to advertise an event you guys were aware that he wasn't going to hold. Folks, do not be carried away by these God-forsaken Ruben Abati and Arise TV, Rufai Oseni, who will be seen how they're talking shit about Shiwaju. Can you imagine that ugly looking Rufai Oseni, who looks so much ugly when not in suit, when not in Arise TV studio? But I've seen most of your videos. I will be like, is this guy from Liberia, a war zone Liberia? Because you look so ugly, you look so vague. so malnourished, apart from when you are wrong, when you are wearing your conductor suits or whatever you call it. That's the only place you only look human in the studio. You look something else outside that studio, you will be the same person who was found almost beating up a last man who was actually carrying out his civic responsibility. You were found having committed a traffic offense. Instead of you to be calm and feel sober for what you have done, you were still ranting, making hell of noise, almost beating the last man up. Isn't people that say that he that wants to come to equity have to come with a very clean hand? What clean hand do you have, Rufai Hussein? What moral justification do you have, Rufai Hussein, to criticize anybody in Nigeria for your heart? You see, it's really crazy that some people the likes of Rufai Hussein, wants to be Catholic than Pope, and they want to be Islamized than Prophet Muhammad, when we are their hands are not clean. If you can commit a traffic offense or was actually even going to beat the last man up, a man exercising his civic responsibility is what he's paid for. Going by the coffin of the law, you're almost going to beat that guy up. You are the same person that will be talking shit about Asiwaju, calling him names as if he's your mate. Rufai Hussein, let me ask you a question. Who is your father? Where was your father? Where were your father when Asiwaju was busy making that name he has made today? Where was your father when Asiwaju was busy making people like Yemi Oshibaju and the likes? Nobody knows your father. You go there simply because you are being given a right. You are in one God-forsaken Arise TV studio. You think that gives you the audacity to talk to anybody in your studio? Folks, these guys have to be told the truth. This is not the way Shehu Okibalo is going about it, that plays him where he is today. Shehu, we talk diplomatically, respectfully. We issue-based, not sentiment like this God-forsaken, ugly-looking Rufai Hussein. We all know what Arise TV is built on. It's built on PDP, whatever. We know even the owner of Arise TV is a card-carrying member of PDP. Ruben Abati, the old man, old dead, even the you see, is a card-carrying member of PDP. Why are they so adamant that Asiwaju has to come to their studio? That's what I don't really get. I don't get it. Folks, I am not saying this because I am for Asiwaju, because I am for Asiwaju. I will support Asiwaju. I will vote for Asiwaju. I will do whatever I can to make sure he emerges. But that's not the point I'm making right here. I'm being objective. Because if TVC has come out and been so stupid and so unrealistic, unreasonable, like Arise TV, I'm going to really come out to say the same thing. Because we should be asked a question. How many times has Asiwaju sat down in a TVC to even hear his view? Because he's too busy moving around for that God-forsaken nonsense, whatever you want to call it. Listen, let's face reality. People really have to tell Arise TV to. Listen, that's the point. Arise TV is becoming a machination of oppression, machination of opposition, machination of PDP. It's obvious. Somebody really has to tell these folks to go fuck themselves. That's the point. Asiwaju is not your father's mate, Rufai Hussein. Asiwaju is not your father's mate. And let me tell you, for those of you fools out there who still get carried away by this wannabe journalist and the hopeful called Ruben Obati, who is a card-carrying member of PDP, listen, I read my lips. Bekuleku odumejo lo ma lò. You get it? Bekuleku odumejo lo ma lò. If you don't get it, forget about it. And for those of you who do not understand Yoruba, I am sorry, I can't just help you. You really have to go on maybe Google or whatever. Let somebody translate it to you because I don't really speak English. The only language I speak is Yoruba, and that is to say, bẹ́ẹ̀ kú lẹ́ẹ̀kú ọdún mẹ́jọ ló máa lò. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kú lẹ́ẹ̀kú 4 plus 4 making 8 ọdún mẹ́jọ ló máa lò. I can tell you that.